Yo, 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 welcome back to the Beauty and the Beat radio show. This is LaRon Pierce hosting for a minute until Siri Styles comes in, you know what I'm saying? But today, we got my boy, he was just on the Only Hip Hop show like a couple months ago or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, so the UTK in the building. How you doing, brother?
Yo, what up, man? Always a pleasure to be here with you guys, man. Y'all like family, man. You already know.
Yeah, most definitely. But this is not even my show, but this is my cousin's show, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, how you feeling, man? How you been?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. I'm blessed, man. Everything is going according to plan. You know, I always tell people, man, make a plan to execute, you know, and that's what I've been doing, man. So I have zero complaints with life, man. I wake up every day and I'm like, damn, life is awesome. You know what I mean? So that's how you should wake up, though, you know?
And execution is part of my name, so you know what I mean, that's where I got the name from, execution. So executioner, you know what I'm saying? So you just recently got married, man. How you feeling, bro?
Oh man, thank you, man. It's definitely a blessing, you know. Shout out to my wife, you know, Shariri, what it do, boo? Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure she's not listening right now, but you know, if she is, love you, babe. If not, you already know what it is. But yeah, man, my lovely wife, man, she's awesome. She's my right hand, you know what I mean? My best friend, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, it's best friend day, so shout out to all the best friends out there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so out of Fuck This Shit Build Up and all your mixtapes, what do you think is the best song that you made so far?
Best song that I've made so far? I mean, is it my opinion or like the people? On my phone. Man, I'll probably say, I don't know, it's hard to say, man, because I'm always making attempts to be the best that I can be, you know what I mean? Like and so it's kind of hard to say, you know, every verse I'm writing it like, oh man, how can I be dope on this song, or how can I be dope in this verse? So it's kind of hard. Like I kind of enjoy all of them, but I mean, if I had to pick, I would choose FTSU as a favorite, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't say best. That's a hard word to put on there, but favorite, probably FTSU. It's the most fun, you know, it's the most energetic, you know.
Yeah, I just saw the music video. I didn't even know you shot the music video right now.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Crazy.
We actually did it real big, you know what I mean? We were in Lamert, you know, right in my city, right in the house. What's good, Lamert? You know, we were right in the park, you know what I mean? We stopped traffic and everything, you know what I'm saying? We had the motorcycles out, you know, shout out to the bike club that was out there. You know, we had the drone out. It was pretty sick. It was pretty fun.
So, speaking of Lamert Park, you know a guy named B Fresh.
Oh, B Fresh, what's good, baby? Where you at, man? What's up, man? What's up with Live from Lamert Park 2, man?
Man, we're trying to get him
What's
on the
up,
show.
Man? I'll make sure B Fresh. When you want B Fresh on the show, I'll get B Fresh on the show. I'll call B Fresh right now.
He can be on Beauty and the Beat and the Only Hip Hop show.
I'll call B Fresh right now and B Fresh to do the show, because that's my boy, man. You know, he shout out to his little one, Lil B Fresh in the world now.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the wifey, Mrs. B Fresh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel me, though? Yeah. But nah, B Fresh, man, hey, man, you hear me talking to you, look. Talking to you, man. Live from Lamert 2, man. You gotta hurry and do that, man, because I can't. Don't let me put out Feels Great to Be Dope 2 before you put out Live from Lamert 2, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be like that, bro. Anyway.
Yeah. So out of all the rappers in Lamert Park, who you think I don't know if you have like upcoming rappers that you listen to out there.
Mm-hmm.
So who's one of the rappers that you want all of us listeners to look out for?
I can't even say, honestly, man. And I know it's kind of selfish, but I have to be, you know, I've spent a lot of time discovering myself. So I really don't listen to other cats in the form of, hey, you should look out for this, or hey, this guy is good, or whoop whoop. Like I'm more so listening as like homework, you know what I mean? Making sure that I'm on top of my game, because you know, it's like, for me, it's a sport, you know, it's competitive, you know. I'm not necessarily doing it, hey, so I could be #1 and have the trophy, right. But within being competitive, you want to be the best at what you're doing, and what I'm doing right now is rapping, you know what I mean? So I do want to be the best at rapping, so I kind of don't pay attention. But I mean, only one person I could think of off the top of my head, man, is shout out my boy Bless Escrow. I don't know if y'all know, he from Lamert, you know what I mean? Man, who else from Lamert, man? I don't really know too many people like that, you know what I mean? That I would actually name right now.
Totally,
you know?
understand.
Well, actually, no. I take that back, man. I just thought of it right now, man. I've been seeing you. Hey, homie, my homie Chiz, man. What's up, Chisel? What's good, Wild Child, my G? I be seeing you. Yeah, you be liking all the posts and things, you know. Chiz, the homie, we grew up together, man. You know what I'm saying?
Little Chiz?
I mean, he little to me. Everybody little to me.
I'm trying to figure out because there's another rapper named Lil Chiz.
Nah. This is Chisel. Wild Child. Like,
okay.
you know, Wild Child. He an ill MC that I came up with. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's not too many folks, man, coming out of Lamert. You know, I'm about to be the one right now, and I'm taking this. I'm going to be the one right now to take Lamert around the world again, you know, but I'm going to do it in a great way. You know, shout out Dom Kennedy because he's the reason that people know where Lamert Park is and things like that. But, you know, I really want to do something different with the name Lamert. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people that have Lamert attached to their name, they kind of didn't really do anything. And, you know, Lamert is known for being artsy. Lamert is known for, you know, the culture and things like that. And I kind of don't really feel like not too many people really did it for the culture. And I more so want to do it for the culture and the community, you know what I mean? So
most definitely. So we're gonna bring Cerese's assistant, Haley. So she has some questions you want to ask you.
Okay, well, Cerese and I obviously went over your social media and stuff together.
Tight.
So we came up with obviously questions to ask you. So what was it like being on Revolt? We saw some of that.
Which time? No, I'm joking with you. I'm joking. I was on Revolt. I actually shot a pilot. Revolt was doing a pilot show. It was kind of like I don't know, kind of like a 106 in Park style type of thing. I guess it didn't make air. Okay. I just recently saw the footage. It was pretty awesome. So yo, Revolt, if y'all decide to, you know, do that show, drop that footage because the footage was very nice. You know, it was a huge production. It was right down at Revolt Studios in Hollywood. Man, it was full on audience, full on everything. I felt like Michael Jackson.
They do.
I felt like Michael Jackson. I was
there.
like, wow, you know, like who's the host? I can't think of his name. I'm not good with names, obviously, but the guy. What's up, guy? You know, what's up, host guy? You know, you're awesome. But it was a great experience. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people get to do things like that. Obviously, I'm the only one that got to do it because that was the pilot episode. But man, it was a great experience. From what I heard, they were trying really hard to get the show out, and I understand they're still trying. So
I mean, it's still flattering that they asked you in
they
general
asked
and
me in general, and I was like, yo, that's dope.
So that's that's tight.
Yeah, they heard my song FTSU. They liked it a lot. Contact my management, and I was like,
look who just stepped in the building.
Hey, look who's in the building.
Everybody's here. Yes, ma'am.
Now.
I will hand you over.
What's up?
Haley. Hi.
The late bloomers have arrived.
I wasn't late. I was
you were late.
fashionably on time. Hi, Trae.
Hey.
How are you? I have
Brandon said, well, come
say
on.
hello.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
while Cerese Styles is getting together, so let's go ahead and cue up fuck that shit up. Go ahead and introduce it, bro.
Yeah, what's going on? It's UTK. It's an acronym for Universe the King. Yo, this is my latest single is called FTSU. That's also an acronym for fuck that shit up or fuck this shit up.
Isn't
or however
that a
you wanna
song?
flip it. Yeah. And it's pretty dope. Shot all Lamert Park. That's where we shot the video. I hope you guys enjoy.
Break it down and weed and then we roll up. Cause it's 420 so we smoking. Smoke clouds rolling down Crenshaw. High as fuck now we on that bullshit. We can't do fuck this shit up. 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 Fuck that shit up. Fuck that shit up. We can't do fuck this shit up. Fuck that shit up. Fuck that shit up. We can't do fuck this shit up. Young nigga fly like an elbow drop. I be so high that I fell on top. Legalized eyes all red all times. In my mind grind mode and it don't stop. I'm on it live when I'm zoning. I'm California styling on them for the moment. Mama said going. I'm about to go in like a poet. With a drink pour up, with a weed roll it. When I wrote this, I would notice how the flow get with emotion. I control it for the most part when I go in. Then I woke on when I roll in like an old man. Nigga so cold, I'm a snowman. When I expand on the volume, it's a fuck then. Listen, fake niggas so woo. We tired of that fake crap. Niggas about to learn lessons. Take them to the hood for the burn session. Flexing, my sound is a weapon. Come to my town talking loud, kinda like a death wish. Check it. My style, killing his style, killing her style, cause it's F. Yes, UTK, the West is resurrected, bitch. Break it down the weed and then we roll up. Cause it's 420, so we smoking. Smoke clouds rolling down Crenshaw. High as fuck, now we on that bullshit. We came to fuck this shit up. 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 Fuck that shit up. Fuck that shit up. We came to fuck this shit up. Fuck that shit up. Fuck that shit up. We came to fuck this shit up. Give me the weed, breaking it down, rolling it up. Give me the wall, give me the blunt. Whatever my nigga, we smoking it up. We reppin' the West, we do it the best. We came to fuck this shit up. Break it down the weed and then we roll up. Cause it's 420 so we smoking. Smoke clouds rolling down Crenshaw. High as fuck, now we on that bullshit. We came to fuck this shit up. 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 Fuck that shit up. Fuck that shit up. We came to fuck this shit up. Fuck that shit up. Fuck that shit up. We came to fuck this shit up. Fake niggas so woke. We tired of that fake crap. Niggas about to learn lessons. Take it to the hood for the burn session. Break it down and break it down and break it down the weed and then we roll up. We came to fuck this shit 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 up.
And we're back. So that was
We can't too fuck that shit up.
that was FTSU. What inspired that name for FTSU? Because I mean that's not exactly a radio friendly title.
Yeah,
is what
it's
you
really
say.
not. Realistically, I'm like huge. All right, because I'm like a scholar. You know?
Okay.
I'm like a nerd, like all those kind of things. But I'm just a cool nerd. You know the cool nerds. And so I really like ever since, as long as I can remember, I've always loved acronyms.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's just something about acronyms that's just cool. So I have so many acronyms. Like my first project as UTK was called Music, Volume 1. And music was an acronym.
Okay.
Music.
As you,
music.
yourself.
It was called Music
Okay.
because I had another alias.
Okay,
you know,
gotcha.
And when I reinvented myself, I was reading 48 Laws of Power. I wanted to reinvent myself.
Okay.
UTK is what came out of it. Universe the King. I put out an album. It was called Music, Volume 1. That was an acronym for My Universe Speaks in Code.
Okay, I got it. I like
You know what I mean? So it's just like, FTSU, it goes right there. UTK, University King, like everything. I'm surrounded by so many acronyms. I just loved it. And with that song, I knew that I wanted a high energy song. When I went into it, I knew exactly what I was going to do when I was going to make the beat. And I was just like, man, I'll listen to it.
Okay,
I'm fucking this up. I'm fucking this up. And I was like, there you go.
Is that the dance? Because I saw everybody doing a dance up. Is that
Yeah.
the FTSU dance?
I mean, low key,
Low key, it's a dance.
Low
So get with that.
Yeah,
Trae, are you
I'm
with
trying to
that? Are you gonna
I'm getting
put
with it,
some
you know.
UTK in your playlist?
Yo, it was on fire. I'm not just saying that.
Hey, thank you,
No.
man, thank you. Hey,
We're gonna talk after this.
Oh, cool, man. For sure, man. I'm definitely with it, man. It's crazy because, like, whenever I watch that video, and then when I think about even the inception of the song, like just the thoughts of I want to make this song,
Okay.
that was like 2.5 years ago.
Oh,
Like 3
well,
years
it's a
ago,
process.
you know what I mean? Like,
It's a process.
I say all that to say, like, it's an amazing process, because like from start to finish, like when it was just an idea, like I was like, man, I just want to make a dope song, and then it became a dope song, and then people actually like the song, and they like, yo, you got to shoot this video, and then they're like, yo, you got to shoot it here and here and there and there, and I'm like, man, let's just do it,
We were talking about that. So are you from the Leimert Park area? Because you said they don't let
correct.
people shoot over there. So you're
I am from Leimert, man. I went to Audubon. Shout out all the Audubon graduates. I went to Crenshaw High. Shout out all the Crenshaw High graduates. You know what I mean? Shout out everybody from Leimert. You know what I mean? It used to be taken as like a negative thing. You from Leimert? Hold on, you must be a gangbanger. You must be this. You must be that. Well, it's a whole culture, a whole world of people that aren't gangbangers. Like, you know how many skaters live in Leimert? You know how many gamers live in Leimert? You know how many wealthy African Americans live in Leimert? Like,
Right.
that's what Leimert was. You know what I'm saying?
Or is now. It's evolving into a culture that is multicultural.
Well, I would say it has evolved.
Okay.
And we would love for the further evolution to include more wealthy African Americans
And I think it would.
in general.
I think it would. will and it should.
It will. I actually have every intention in the world, and I'm making moves as we speak. Sure of that, you know.
Well, it's good that you have your city behind you, for sure, as we see in that video.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I heard you worked with Dr. Dre.
Lightly.
Lightly, you
Lightly,
had a
I
meeting
did.
or something like that.
I had an opportunity to meet Dr. Dre in the studio. Yes, I did hear some detox stuff that never came out.
Well, I mean,
yes,
but
Dr. Dre is awesome. Yes, he gave me a lot of different insight on different things.
Like
and
what did he tell you?
Well, all right. See, it wasn't about really what he told me. It was about how he conducted himself. Okay. So I'm waiting to meet Dre. So I'm antsy. I'm this. I'm that. I'm jittery. You know, I don't get starstruck, but it was like, this is my all-time idol. You know what I mean? And it was just like when he came in, and like me thinking of him, you know, praising him for all the things that he's done for music, it was kind of like when he walked in, more excited to see me than I was excited to see him. Like that taught me, that right there taught me humility. You know, like it doesn't matter like what you do or what you've accomplished, you still should be humble, and you still should be down to earth enough to smile and shake someone's hand and look in their eye.
Respect somebody else's craft.
Yeah, exactly.
So you saw the respect there.
I got to see a lot of respect, you know, from Dr. Dre. You know what I mean, and I don't really, you know, I have no bad feelings. I would love to meet Dr. Dre again. You know, as a grown man, you know what I mean? I was maybe like 20 something when I met him. I'm 30 years old now, you know what I mean? And like I would love to, and I have every intention too. I will meet Dr. Dre again, and it's gonna be very different. You know what I'm saying? Trust me on that one. Like it's not a lot. It's not a lot. There's a lot of seeds that have been planted. So you know what I mean? So shout out Dr. Dre. You know. Thank you for everything you've done for the West and for music in general.
Yeah, exactly.
And what you're doing right now. I see the pharmacy. What's up, Battle Cat? Shout out Battle Cat.
Exactly. What up, Battle Cat?
What's good, DJ Silk? What up, DJ Silk?
All of them. So, you're also making sure that you're in charge of your brand. I see the creativeness in your logo or whatever. What was the artistic design or the concept behind that? Because it's almost like a atom type of something scientific mixed with something artistic. I think that's
it is. I mean, it's realistically just my name. It's just saying my name. Like it's a symbol. You know what I mean? Like Prince. Like hey, rest in peace to my great uncle Prince. Yes, Prince is Prince lives on. Prince is my great uncle. And it was actually inspired by that, you know, like I saw how Prince had just a symbol, like, you know what I mean? And when you saw that, you knew what it was. So I kind of I just had to learn what it meant, you know what I mean? So I guess I got to educate everyone on what mines mean. Mines is a lot more simple.
So
there's the chaotic universe. That's what that symbol is, and it's wearing the crown. So universe the king, easy.
I get it.
The chaotic universe wearing the crown.
I saw you just mentioned Prince saying that's your great uncle. I hear a lot of R&B influence in some of like your different songs or whatever, like singing and rapping. How has Prince as an artist or watching him as a performer inspired you as an artist?
Well, if I was to be 1,000% honest, I would say in no way at all.
No, okay.
In no way at all has Prince inspired me to do anything, and I only say that because I'm a real person, and I wouldn't just get up here and BS.
Okay.
Me and Prince, I've never met Prince in my life, and I did not find out that we were related until after he passed away.
Were you ever inspired by his music?
I wouldn't say I was inspired at all. You know, I enjoyed it. I love Prince. Prince is an amazing, one of the most talented musicians we've ever seen. I mean, playing over 1,000 instruments, playing all of the production on all of his out. Like that's amazing. That's amazing. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say that I've taken any inspiration. I don't sing at all. I wish I could sing. If I could sing.
I mean, I just hear some harmonic melodies. I didn't want to.
Man in the ground is so good. Like, nah, come on, man. What I look like? I ain't doing that.
No. So who would be in your playlist right now? Who's in your playlist right now? Or what are some of the artists currently, or something that you would say be inspired by musically?
Well, honestly, I listen to a lot of Spotify.
Okay.
And so I kind of just listen to random stuff.
Okay.
Spotify, shout out Spotify. Start paying me more, but I pretty much listen to a lot of their different playlists because they do kind of keep me current on a lot of different stuff. And if I do want to check out someone specific, I can pretty much find their album, unless you're Drake. And it took like a week or two for his new album to get on Spotify.
Oh, I think he has something. You know, that's that situation when you're aligned with Apple. They want
Yeah.
Apple to have everything first.
Tight Apple, but anyway.
You good?
Yeah, I listen to a whole range of things. Like literally, I try to listen to everything. Like if someone puts out an album, I want to listen to it. Like just to be like, oh, man, what they on right now? Let me what they talking about right now? Okay, they talking about this. Like because realistically, I don't necessarily take influence from other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to create what I envision in my brain. You know what I mean? Because it's like I can hear something and I could totally like it. Like just like I could think, oh man, this is an awesome stand. But then if I wanted to create a stand, my stand's not going to be anything like this. It's going to be absolutely different. You know what I mean? And that's what I appreciate about the art. You know.
So you're telling your own story.
Pretty much in my own way. And even if it's not a story, it's conveying my own message in my own way. You know what I mean? And that's what I enjoy about music.
So you've had some performances. Where can we catch you as an artist? Like, what do you have upcoming? What are some upcoming projects that you want to talk about?
The next huge thing that I am a part of is it's going to be in New York. It's actually in 1 week. It's called Money. It is put on by Team Backpack. Shout out Team Backpack. You know what I mean? Go to teambackpack.net. We actually we're working with generosity.org and the Rockwell Foundation because we want to create awareness about the water crisis going around the world.
So from Flint or from national, like countries
around the world. You know, there's like 700 million people that are affected. You know what I mean? And it's like, if we're basically creating awareness so that we can, potentially raise money and we can actually go over to these, rural areas and be able to give back. Like, for example, we're planning like different benefit things where we're looking to go to Africa and build wells for, countries that are less fortunate than ours, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's the smallest thing that I can do, you know what I mean? Use my voice to say, hey, we're pushing a movement. We're not just out here rapping. We're not just out here being artists. Like I could say, smoke weed all day, and I could say, yo, we gonna fuck this up and we gonna have this fun, woo, woo, woo. But then it's like, what are you really doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like I'm making these songs and getting this exposure so that I can stand on this platform and I can say, all right, now that y'all listening to me, yo, this is what we need to do. You know what I mean? Like if nobody wants to step up, then I'll be one of those guys that does step up, And this started with Money, Money 2016. It's basically a competition with different MCs.
It's in Texas. Where
it's in New York.
Okay,
it's in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah. And it's basically, MCs come from all over the world and, just do what they do. And that's what's dope about this platform because it's bringing the artistry back. We highlight lyricists. We highlight lyricism. Shout out my man Fritzo. What's good, Frizzy? What's good, man? I'm gonna see you in New York, bro. Man, shout out Yo Bring It Back tour. You know what I mean? I gotta shout out all these things because these are keys that play such an important role in the whole entire movement. So look out for the H2 Flow. You know what I mean? Social media campaign coming soon.
What is the H2 Flow?
H2 Flow is going to be our social media campaign
that
where
goes along with the Brooklyn performance.
That's going to go along with everything.
And where can your fans that are here locally see you performing next?
I don't do too many local performances because honestly I feel like I'm not at that point yet. You know what I mean? Like I want to be at a point where it does make sense. So I will do a whole lot of things before I have a show. So it'll probably be at least like, I don't know, a couple months or something like that before I really have another performance that people can come to. But you can go to my website, universetheking.com, if you want to go ahead and check me out on YouTube, youtube.com/universetheking, or follow me on every single social media site at universetheking. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. And with that, I'm going to get into it. Do we have another video from you? I wanted to... Before we get into Mr. Trae Ireland, I'm going to go... What is another song that we have? Oh, shoot.
So we do have the build-up from UTK. So go ahead and introduce that.
All right, yo. The build-up is actually a song that means a lot to me. Every single lyric within this song is absolutely 100% true to life. And what takes it even deeper, I did produce the song, and the original song is a sample from I can't really say the Asian woman's name. I'm sorry, but it's just an Asian name that I can't say, and I'll never be able to say it until I practice. But anyway, no, her song actually it speaks of building. You know what I mean, in a different language, and I just thought it was dope that it gave me the emotion to create these lyrics. You know what I mean? I didn't even know what she said until after I finished the song.
Well, I thought it was beautiful, and that's where I said it would have that little melodic harmony where I was like, okay, does he sing a little bit too? I was just trying to get into it a little bit, but I like that.
Thank you.
And then so we know how to follow you. We know where you coming up. Your next performance is in Brooklyn. Shout out to Leimert Park, your city.
There it is.
And then Universe the King.
That's true.
Follow you on all that on social media.
Yep.
And then when we come back, we're going to be speaking to Mr. Trae Ireland. Are you ready over there?
Waiting on you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get into the song. And then thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It's UTK, The Build Up, from my album Feels Great to Be Dope, available
Yeah,
on
I gotta
iTunes.
put on for my city, even when my city ain't hold me down, still I'm representing, cause I got a lot of pride coming from the west side, niggas told me ride or die, mama raised me right so she wouldn't have to cry, see your baby as a homicide, not a tear, never wipe them eyes, get a job, better flip them fries, better get a grip, but a little slip's alright, nigga never trip, better slow down with a dip, take it step by step, then eventually you rise, as a wise man, you could be blind, throwing up signs, you don't even see with your eyes, speaking to God, got you beat in the eyes and the wink of an eye. Are we thinking or not? Yo, I'm thinking we not. Pouring out liquor every day with the homies if we drinking or not. Work hella hard cause we think it'll pop. When it don't pop, and we don't stop cause we can't stop, and we won't stop. We got no job, and the income only coming in cause you ride or die. Wanna see you on top, and you make a promise to her that it's only right now. In the future, better know you gon' ball out till you fall out. Then one day, she can call in to work and definitely call out. Then you can call all your friends and take them all out. Put it all on the tab and just cash out. Get in a brand new whip and just smash out. Nah, get a spaceship in 3, 2, 1 and you blast off like hallelujah. I never had a father figure, so I'ma do it how I'm supposed to do it. Cause nobody showed me how I'm supposed to do it. It's so confusing. All this power, I ain't supposed to use it. All these hours, I ain't supposed to say I'm better than most of my music. Too sick, I'm supposed to joke me on some Rubik's Cube shit. I show improvement and show improvement. No income becomes low income, but nigga slow income becomes constant movement. My solution is not illusions. My execution got my message moving. Made a plan and kept it exclusive. Gave a hand, saved a hand. Saving up, then I'm saving music. Yeah, it's alright. You don't gotta say it, cause I know you need somebody. Somebody to come and save you, but sometimes it takes no how. No ifs, ands, or maybes. Just get on your grind right now and start building right now. Yeah, it's alright. You don't gotta say it, cause I know you need somebody. Somebody to come and save you, but sometimes it takes no how. No ifs, ands, or maybes. Just get on your grind right now.
You like, why do you do that all the time? Sorry. Hi, and we're back with Mr. Trae Ireland. How are you? Ireland, is that how I'm saying it right? Am I saying it right?
Like the country, yes.
Yeah, like the country. Like, what is Ireland? Is that
Irish.
Irish? Thank you.
Somebody's been drinking before the show.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, all right.
Not yet. How are you doing today? Thank you for
I'm all
sharing
right.
yourself with us.
Well, thank you. Love the hair.
You do?
Yeah, it's
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah,
Oh, what you like about it?
looks good on you.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody can't wear that, that color.
Like,
No, not with the face.
Okay, I appreciate that. So you looking all nice and neat and collected, but I saw a preview of a movie that you have coming up, and it was kind of scary. So I see you have a lot of versatility as well.
Yeah, well, I try my best to embody whatever. As far away if I get from myself, the better actor you become.
Mm-hmm.
So to be outside of those boxes and, yeah, to transform. So which one did you see?
the trailer. Well, we have it. We're gonna get into it a little later. Did you want to jump right into it?
No. You started the conversation. You want to talk about something.
Because you know what, when I was watching the trailer, I was like, okay, what do you have upcoming? I know you've been in Chocolate City. I know you've been in. That's upcoming too. The Chocolate City.
Yeah, we have part 2 coming out.
Part 2 coming out. So you got a couple of projects. So I was just kind of checking out your current affairs, and then I was like, this looks scary. Like, what is this? So I was like, it's like versatility. So when I saw the poster for it, which is this, I actually have the picture. Can you show me the picture, cousin, while you on your headphones? Can you hear me?
Whoa.
She tried to go in. We'll try to go in.
Yeah, I did. I got to talk to you later. Don't be coming back at me right now. Not right now. Just let that's the picture there. So it looks a little like tell us a little bit about Be Thorough, because that's one of your current projects.
Yeah, this one is actually I play a detective that's going after this little girl who was kidnapped by these hicks that are it's like taken basically. So what these people are in the sticks, they kidnap women, young girls, to force them into marrying them, and they just keep them basically as slaves. So they abduct this one little white girl, and I go after her basically. So. Yeah, so I'm not the one that's causing the horror and all that.
How is it being in a horror movie? Do you have to where do you mentally go when you're performing in that way? Because you've been theater, you've been on film and TV. That's that's a lot of various different things.
Yeah, well, it depends on what the role is. So being a detective, you want to embody what a detective is. Anybody can play a cop, but actually willing to talk to actual detectives.
Okay.
And that's situational, what would they do, what their procedures are, so it could be authentic. So once you really dive into that, you embody that character. So
when you said that, it made me feel like you were about to interrogate me, so I could see that you almost went there just telling me how you went there.
Because I was probably just flashed.
You did.
things.
I was like, okay, I didn't do anything, sir. I was not there. Matter of fact, I need an attorney.
Hey, Trae, real quick.
Yes, sir.
So, as we looking at this poster right here, that's you on the left, right?
You're right. Yeah.
You looking like Kanye West?
No.
Shout out to Chi-Town from Chicago. Okay.
No,
You are.
Yeah, Southside.
Happy birthday, Kanye, today too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know you.
Anyway, since I was really interrupted,
Ah.
I was actually saying that that's you on the left, right?
Yes, sir.
That looked like Ice Cube. I was like, that ain't Ice Cube, is it?
A slimmer version.
Yeah.
Ice Cube has a little more thickness going.
Boy from Power.
Oh, Omari.
No, Amari. No, Amari's on the
Howard's
cover of
smart
Essence
boy.
this month. Yeah. It's not going. They trying to make you look like everybody but Trae.
No, that's what I thought it was. I was like, you look like Ice Cube.
Make him come to see the movie. The post make you come see it. Like, oh, Cube in that movie?
Yeah.
Come on through.
Come on through.
Come on through. And then be like, oh, they ain't. Oh, he all right though. All right, let's see what the old boy about. Once you get you in there. So, yeah, that's a good thing.
Your resume is impressive. I see that you have over 30-something films on here, if not more. How many is it? It's a lot.
There's a few.
You're a producer.
I've been out here for 17 years from Chicago, so I put the work in.
So being
yeah.
from Chicago and getting into that, what started? What was the inspiration behind it? Because you moved here, you currently live here, so you obviously have moved and transplanted yourself from Chicago to here. So what inspired you to say, I want to do acting? I'm sure there were some things that were before this.
Well, no. They found out I could be paid to be the class clown.
Okay.
Because I was always a kid that was always finish his work first and was so bored and started messing with everybody else, so I get sent out the room because I was disruptive. So then I see other comedians who are making money doing the same thing, so that's what it became eventually. I didn't know that was going to be the actual path.
So did you start off
started seeing,
It started off like kind of comedy?
We started off getting whoopings by your dad, for doing it, but you continue to do it because that's what you organically want to do. And like I said, so once you see other people who are performing on TV doing the same thing in their classrooms, but it's a sitcom, you're like, oh, they getting paid to do this?
Right.
To do this?
Right.
Okay, I should be trying to do this. So that was the core.
Did you started training in Chicago, or did you just say, I'm gonna just move to LA? Like, how did it start? Because I know was your first job Moesha?
Yeah, out here, yeah.
Okay,
it was.
so yeah.
That was 99.
Okay.
Originally, just because I was looking through the paper through the classified, and it said money to no experience necessary to model and act.
Okay.
For $500 for the week. Okay, let me go do that. So it was like extra work or something like that. I'm like, so that was getting paid to just stand around do nothing, but still be close to what you want to do.
Right.
So it started there to see you getting paid. Even I still was good money, $100 a day.
Right.
Just stand around.
Right.
So that transcended into this take this seriously and move from Chicago and come out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was like you met people, and then one thing went to another.
Oh, you want to tell that journey then? Okay, so with the so no, because what happened with the Moesha thing, I met Mr. William Allen Young, who's played the father on the show
Right.
in Chicago.
Just met him on another show, Actor's Choice.
Yeah.
He was a guest on the show. That's why I met him.
Great, very genuine. I'm always gonna look out for him. The higher I go, God bless. I'm gonna look back for him because I met him on this award show. It's called the From Whence We Came Awards, the Black Heritage Awards that they had in Chicago. And I told him it was like in '98. I met him, and I told him I was coming out to LA, and I said I would love to come to the show. I love the show, and just want to learn. And he, on the spot, didn't even know who I was. Gave me his number, cell number, and PO box, whatever. And as soon as I came out, eventually a year later, all access to Moesha. Let me come back to sit behind the scenes, and then because of the work I did, just being there, I went to audition. I had to audition for the role. So even though I was friends of him, it wasn't even because of him, because I was just there. They saw me just learning.
Right.
And of course, you fit the profile anyway, so why not give him a shot?
Right.
And book the role. So I got a recurring role on that.
That's awesome. I think that's a great story where I know a lot of times when I'm asking people what do you say, it's like advice or someone's trying to do this, and a lot of times they say half the battle is just kind of showing up. If you know that you should be here or there, sometimes like, well, I'm not gonna go because I'm not invited, or I didn't know about the cat. Sometimes if you just show up, you could.
It depends what your level of passion is, because if it's something that you really, really give your life to do, nothing's gonna tell you you're not gonna say no to anything, except for things that that's
against
within your morals and makeup. But for the most part, somebody says you got to get up at 2 a.m. and go to this club. If he's a rapper and needs to go talk to 50 or somebody, they're like,
TK, you got to perform.
Yeah, he gonna be like, you ain't got to tell me twice. Like, well, yeah, matter of fact, he sent people to go look for him.
Right.
So but somebody says, he's like, man, I don't feel like I got this girl coming through, man. Go get his number for me. Oh, you ain't serious.
Right.
So, and that's in anything. So when it comes to the opportunity for something, if you say, well, I'm too tired, I'm too this, too that, I got to do this, then you're not serious about it.
Right, I get that. Oh, okay, I like that. So, who are some of the people watching it, knowing that you got into it organically? Like, I could do this, I could see myself on camera. Is it anyone once you got into acting and started studying the craft of it, or whatever training there was for the process for you, that you were inspired by? That you look at and you're like, ooh, I like that kind of role, or a movie, a film that you really, really liked growing up, like something that was.
That made me decide to do this?
It didn't even have to make. What did you like growing up? What are other actors that you admire their craft?
I hate to say the common people, but that's why there are the commons, the De Niros, the Pacinos, the Washingtons, and even the more underrated ones. Jeffrey Wright, love Jeffrey Wright. Don Cheadle's getting his now. The late Philip Stephen Hoffman. So these people, and just not knowing who, I wasn't really studying, just people I just enjoyed watching. And saying they getting paid to do that.
Right.
It is before you understood the passion. That's something that you really were born to do. Just going out the cosmetics of it.
Okay.
Like they're getting paid to do that. They're getting perks and this and gifts to do that. But then once you start to get involved in it, you're like, I actually love doing this. I don't want to do anything else. And somebody said you can do this instead, and we still make the same amount of money. Like, nah, I don't.
You don't want to do
or
that.
more.
I'm
so
passionate. This doesn't feel like work.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what can we expect? Because you have two upcoming projects that I know about. You might be able to tell us more. But what can we expect from your character in Chocolate City 2? Or what can we expect from Chocolate City 2?
Well, I'm one of the producers on that, so I just threw myself in. No, as a producer, that's the good thing about doing that. So myself and Jean-Claude Lamar, who's the director, we just said, let's just make you a deacon in the church, and because he's a pastor in the church, we just play a little scene.
So we're not gonna get to see you like.
Nah, I don't have it like that. I gotta get in the gym. Gotta get in the gym.
What can we expect from the film this time that's different from the first? Since we're making a sequel, what can we expect this different?
Well, with this one, it's a competition. They're going to Vegas now.
Okay.
And so it's not just a basic strip club type of thing. So they're actually performing like a Chippendales or Thunder from Down Under, that type of thing, competition. So you have the different various races. You have those guys, actually the authentic guys are there. They did dance from the Thunder Down Under, and the Chippendales dancers are there also. So competition.
You have actual people that were
it's like you got served
without
them competing against each other, but like the competition.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So it's gonna be a lot of male action going on up in there.
Yeah, but we always have some things for the guys as well, because you can't have just heterosexual guys sitting there watching an hour and a half of just naked dudes.
Gotcha.
So
you got some girls up there.
we got some women in there besides Vivica. Vivica Foster's in there, but
All
some women that you met, some model girls you might not know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some models.
Yeah, some of you guys have some eye candy for the guys. Because I, as a heterosexual male, I'm like, listen, we gotta.
Yeah, can I get a
and
can she walk through?
Jean-Claude is as well. We trying to. We know the audience we're catering to. We say we still gotta do this for
Right.
So we find a good happy medium.
Jean-Claude. Yes. So what can we expect from Betrothed? I want to get into the trailer that we have.
Okay.
Because I want to see what your character. You're playing the detective. Are we going to see you in this trailer?
I don't know. Let's check it out.
Let's check out the trailer. LeBron?
I'm just gonna run down to the convenience store and grab a few things. I'll be home in 40 minutes.
Find everything you need?
Actually, no. I was looking for some creepy virgin to stare at my breasts.
Here's your cash.
She pretty, Mom? She sure is, honey. Adam has chosen you to be his wife. And you're going to be a faithful, subservient, obedient wife.
If you're thinking of escaping, forget about it.
Please, God. Please, get me out of here. I just want my mom.
You look like the only black person in there.
And that's a good thing.
I know.
I don't mind being the token guy.
The token
as long as
guy,
I'm doing
I
my
was
job, you can always pay attention to that guy. What's he gonna do?
I'm like, okay,
So-
I see you. I see you got a gun and all that. You're not just a detective in there interrogating. You got some stuff going on.
Yeah, I gotta go get this little girl from these Hicks.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure you don't make it to the end though.
Check it out. You gotta check it out.
When is that coming out?
It's coming out like this Halloween.
Halloween?
Yeah.
That's
around
perfect
that time.
timing.
Yeah.
That's scary. I've always find it. You love Halloween?
I literally would rather have 2 Halloweens for my birthday. I love Halloween.
So you get up and you.
She putting it out there. It's an atmosphere now.
Halloween.
What do you do for Halloween? Do you have kids?
No.
Okay, so what do you do for Halloween? Do you go dress up, go to these fabulous parties? What do you do for your Halloween?
If it's not a party, I'm at home. I'm a homebody. I really don't go out that much.
What are you doing?
You know, man,
When's
just-
the day off for you? Because I mean, we know what you're doing on an on day, so our work day. What is an off day average for
There's
you?
no such thing.
It's no
Because I'm nowhere closer to the goal I need to achieve. So I'm writing. I'm sending stuff out to meet producers, directors.
Okay.
I can't be idle. I don't care if you gave me $1 million when I said go on vacation. I'm still have to
You got
do
that puffy
something.
mentality, can't stop, won't stop.
I guess
I
that's
heard
what
he's 24 hours.
Yeah, you can't. If you really want to, because you're never going to be. That's why I say it's the pursuit of happiness. Because if you really want something, you're always going to be looking for something else. Because that's why always my thing is working on working. Because you might have a job, you're still working on the next thing. You want to do the next thing. So,
Right.
and I can't be idle.
I saw one of your skills because it's odd that I just asked you, do you have kids? I didn't know if you did or didn't, but it said changing diapers. I was like, oh,
You know-
okay.
you know-
Like he must have just recently. I was like, is that a skill?
No, I did that when I first got out here because I always wanted. You have to do something that's going to shock
Right.
the casting director to separate yourself from everybody else because
Okay.
you're just another headshot.
Okay.
So in the beginning, you only had like 1 or 2 credits. They're looking at what skills, who you train with. So seeing that, like, okay, this guy must have personality, or he's a
Right.
comedian.
Okay.
So it was that. Yeah.
Okay, because I was
And I
like,
had a little brother, so I do know how to change diapers.
you do?
So, yeah.
Okay, so you got some. Okay, that's what.
Yeah.
Is there anyone, since you are a producer as well as a writer and all of those things, that you would like to work with? It maybe you haven't, because I'm sure you've met a lot of people. But who is there someone that you would like to create a project around or work with?
I want to work with, because I met F. Gary Gray a long time in his earlier stages, and he was just such a great, personable person, and he wasn't standoffish. And I didn't want to be a director, but I just wanted to, for him to work with him. And then 10, 12 years later, I would go to his house, same person, with all the success of him doing The Italian Job and all these bigger movies, just see him being from this and then seeing his transition and still being the same. I haven't seen him since after Straight Outta Compton, but I'm sure he's the same person.
Straight Outta Compton was a great movie. Did you see it?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Yeah,
You liked it?
It's amazing. I watched it like 7 times in the theater. Oh, for the reason of I loved that group growing up from the '80s. So to know that journey wasn't just fabricated through the label, because you don't know, it's as a kid growing up, like this is something that the label was doing. So to see that was actually everything they were going through was real by their perspectives. And then I worked with Cube. I co-produced First Sunday.
Oh,
so I worked with Cube.
How was it working with Ice Cube?
Yeah, he's an intellectual, and that's what I was about to say about him. What I like about UTK is that he's not afraid to say, "Hey, I'm a nerd." It's not to say that Cube was like that. He had an image to protect, but he's an intellectual. So it might not.
As was Tupac. I mean,
so it might have been good for them in their era to be like, "I'm an intellectual," because we already got Public Enemy, we got these other things. Plus, we told him guns. So it's okay for him to say he could be free, not being trapped by an image. To say, "Hey, this is who I am, and I'm street. I'm just one of the dudes who's just like this." So that frees you. So I'm not saying that Cube is like that, because I just know he's an intellectual, because he's very intelligent where you don't know. So so that's just the difference.
What brought that relationship together for First Sunday? You just wanted to cast him and he said yeah?
No, I produced a Sony Screen Gems, and I said the last movie we did there was you probably know it more for The Thing Like a Man's. That's most popular. And then we just had The Perfect Guy to come out.
Okay, yeah.
So, but I was there since 2003, interning and learning how to be a producer. So so by 2008, that's when he gave me my shot. They say, okay, because they started picking my brain about the whole entire movie and like who should be cast. But Cube had already been attached. And so it was everything else that went along with it. So.
I know, speaking of Ice Cube and just that whole era of the NWA, this Friday, John Singleton is having his 25th anniversary. It's like a big party and a reunion for all of the cast, and I know Ice Cube will be a part of that. That's this coming Friday at the Samuel Golden Theater in Beverly Hills.
You going?
Yes.
All right, we going.
We going.
Yeah.
Yes. It's going to be out. The whole cast is going to be there.
Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal then. Yeah.
And then they're having one for Baby Boy on the 14th.
You just know everything, don't you?
I should be in the know.
As you should be.
Yes. But no, they're just, I guess it's John Singleton month for the month of June. Even though, isn't it Black Music Month? Or not Black Music Month. Or is it? Is it Music Month? Something? I hate when I ask something and nobody knows it and they look at me like I said something crazy. But it's Music Month all the... Okay, cool. It's BET Experience Weekend Month this month.
Well, the awards,
The awards, and they have the whole experience.
So yeah, everybody got something going on.
Everybody got something. That's really what's going on. See, so yeah, you feel me? Okay. Well, what else do you have? What can we expect to see you in next? What is your next goal?
Next thing, real quick.
You have 2 films coming out.
Next live, I'm being this play called The Misfits, actually at the Barnesdale Theater next Saturday.
What is that about?
I was sort of saying, how much can I say? Because
it's a live play, so that's what we can expect.
So okay, I'll tell you what my character is going on. What's going on with my character? My character comes from Beverly Hills, but he has friends that are in the hood. Okay. So one of his friends' bachelor parties, so he goes to the hood, goes to his friend's bachelor party. Okay. Has sex with one of the strippers in the bathroom, gets her pregnant.
Oh no.
She's like, "Yo, give me that money and I'll take care of it." He's like, "No, I'm not gonna kill any seed of mine. Okay. So if you have it, I'll just take it." Right. So she says she's gonna get an abortion. She's gonna take care of it. If she doesn't, hits me up later on saying, "I got this kid." And so now I'm paying her money, whatever. But I still want primary custody. But I'm letting her stay. She's the epitome of ratchetness. Right. House is a mess. Different nigga every other week. She's a trick. Hey, you fucked up at the club.
Okay.
At the bachelor party. It happens. You're drinking and so I despise her and the fact that my son has to be raised in this, and something happens and I end up taking the custody of the baby, and so it's a journey of her trying to give it back because I don't want the kid to be out of his mother. But I don't want this kid in this environment, so I'll pay for you to go somewhere else. So it's just the whole, now it's that relationship that goes on with that, and if I decide to give it a baby back or a co-parent or whatever.
I think that's a very real topic. I think a lot of men have to deal with that when they.
It's based off a real story. Like Don B. Welch is the writer-director of that, and it's based off. He always writes his plays off live families and his own family and other people he knows.
Okay.
You want to say something?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out that you said Don B. Welch, right?
Yeah.
The writer?
I think he was on I guess on another show too.
Yeah, that's actually my third play with him.
Okay.
Yeah, the last one I did was with Kelly Price and Lettucey. It was called Walk by Faith. And before that, it was Yes, God is Real with Lettucey and Loretta Devine. So yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
So out of this, maybe you've been asked this, but out of stage, TV, or film, which one do you find most rewarding or most enjoyable? Or is there, because you enjoy them all, but what do you find the difference between them?
I'm gonna say because the original answer would have been to say stage because I love the live audience and you thrive off the energy. But when you see when you're on film, you can transcend it and be in space. You can do it on a stage and you can see it where it looks believable if you're make it believable.
Right.
So the experience, of course, nothing can take away from a live experience.
Okay.
But as far as visual, both.
Both. Okay. What would you say being a producer, writer, as well as experienced stage and all of that, what would you feel is your biggest accomplishment or most prideful accomplishment in this entertainment business?
If you ask me what you're asking me, I say I haven't accomplished anything yet because I'm not because I'm gonna explain why. Because when you have a goal set, until you achieve that goal, it's just you haven't accomplished anything yet. You just have little marks that you've gone past. So I am blessed to be where I am now because I started off doing extra work. Okay. So to understand that and being in Chicago, just being in LA alone is an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Then going, so it is a stepping stone, but I don't feel accomplished because I'm nowhere near. I'm there, but I'm not there. Let's say that.
Oh, well, I think you're very well accomplished. Where can we go see the play on Saturday?
It's at the Barnesdale Theater, and that's in L.A. address, and that's next Saturday at 8 o'clock.
We're gonna post something about it so you can get it next Saturday at 8 o'clock. So what is that? The 18th.
18th.
That's right. Is that Father's Day weekend? The Saturday before? Hey.
Yeah, so it's a good thing.
So that's a good
take
thing
about
4800
Hollywood Boulevard at the Barnesdale Gallery Theater. Yeah, it's a good thing. Take pops out.
Take your pops. That's a Father's Day
good
treat. Try to
drinks.
show you how to be a father in the film. So you get to see you.
Yeah.
Maybe change the diaper.
Well, the guys might not want to see me, but I have two girls that I'm dealing with.
Two?
Well, I have my real woman that I met later.
Oh, you didn't mention that in the story.
Like I said, I went to a bachelor party, so I had to deal with her because of the circumstance. I met the woman afterwards, and we're engaged. So she's understanding my situation, so she's a good woman to understand that. And saying, okay, I love you, I'm gonna ride with you. And that's what happened. And when I got cheated on her, I met her afterwards.
That's what happened between Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle. They broke up for like 2 hot seconds, and then he ended up, when they got back together, he had a baby. And
I didn't know that.
I mean,
but women be on it.
I know, right?
They be on it.
I mean, I'm not trying to be out gossiping, and this is facts. Like, that's just what happened. He happened to have a baby.
I always wondered, like, how did that happen?
They broke up for a quick second, and during the break,
together before.
Hey, but if she asked for a break, you gotta understand what you're saying when you say it.
They had a break.
Don't ask for it if you don't want it.
She asked for a break, and I don't know. I mean, of course, the details are not at my disposal, but that is the fact of the matter of that story. So.
It's not your details,
but that's the fact. Those are the facts. That's the fact. That's the end result. You know, he's dealing with the situation and the circumstances. I heard that he's an awesome and amazing father to his children, and I mean, I think she's been an awesome and amazing stepmother. She walked into a situation where I think he had 2 children and was coming out of a relationship, and now they are now married, and they look to be a very awesome and happy couple. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, that's just a fact and a circumstance. Right. Just like in this play, I'm sure it's the circumstances that you're dealing with. So I think it's very relatable when you say that, so I want to check that out.
Yeah, it speaks to real life because, like I said, it's based off a true family situation. Yeah,
okay,
that's very close to him.
Well, I feel that you're very accomplished. I appreciate you for coming. Your account is private. I don't know why on IG, but Trae Ireland 3. Why is that? You don't want us all know? Ooh.
Yeah, because sometimes, which I can't understand what the big guys go through, like the Johnny Depps, the Brad Pitts, with the stalkers,
right?
And the people that you have to block. I'm like, people don't know me like that. I get that going on?
Right.
Because I was on tour, you know, with Morris Chestnut for a year. I'm like, and I saw how the women are coming. He's married. He's like, nah, I'm married. He has to like change his hotel room every other room. Because it's crazy. Mm-hmm. And stalkers and people that follow from city to city follow the bus. And yeah, I'm like, wow. So when I'm getting a little bit, I'm like, wow.
It goes down in your DM?
No. There she goes. See.
I mean, I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I'm saying
like
that's why I had to block it because people was posting and stalking. I still have to flag them. You know,
so all right, I understand. Well, okay, so we didn't have that dream collaboration that I asked about. But do you have any funny moments that you could share? There's something we wouldn't know since you've had so many on set and on camera experience. Something funny we don't know.
Well, y'all don't really know nothing.
Oh, he don't want to give up. No,
I don't know. I know what I'm saying because I can't. No, not offhand.
Have you ever had a blooper on set that you're like, oh my god, that was embarrassing, but it just happened?
No, not
You're
that.
so perfect.
No. It's not. I just can't know the right offhand. If I did, I'll tell you. I mean, because I'm trying to search for it and I can't think of anything offhand.
You never slipped and fell. I was like,
Because that sounds so comfy. Yeah, one time I was walking through the stage and I fell into the pit of whatever. You know what I mean?
That's never happened?
No.
You so awesome. I mean, I just walked down the street and fell one day. I was like,
I'm sure that's happened sometime in my life.
Okay, it has, because I'm like, okay, yeah, you saw it, okay. I got that. Well, we are going to follow your career via, you have a website, right? How can we follow you since you don't want everybody stalking you and stuff? Should I just not
maybe if people request, I can still accept it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
my publicist, Marie LaMelle, shout out to Platinum Star PR.
Thank you, Marie and Platinum Star.
Locks everything in and makes sure everything is all right.
Okay, so they can follow your career. You got Betrothed coming out. You got Chocolate City 2 coming out.
Oh, I also have, speaking of Cuba, his wife, Jasmine Lewis, in the barbershop, we have a Christmas movie coming out.
Oh, okay.
It's called For the Love of Christmas.
So you got October sold up. You got December sold up.
Yeah, we got to maximize. So yeah, so it's just so people from Being Mary Jane. It's Aaron, what's Aaron last? Spears?
You tell me.
So on Being Mary Jane, Aaron is on that. Brad James from one of the Tyler Perry shows. So,
a lot of talented people.
Yeah, that's Ann Jasmine's playing my wife in the movie. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Why you?
Cause I was trying to think of something else. What other thing that was coming out? But that's enough.
I like that. Okay, well, we look forward to all your films and following you, and well as UTK. You didn't tell us what. That's what I wanted to ask you. What's in your playlist? If you're listening to music.
Right now, I'm going through a time machine. I've been listening to 70s music. I just hit the YouTube playlist for 70s. I listened to Stylistics and Temptations and Four Tops and all that yesterday. Today I was on 80s music. That was the early new edition. Keith Sweat and I'll Be Sure.
Oh, I just
probably
watched...
do 90s tomorrow with Jodeci and Boys and Men. I'm on that time machine.
You like the eras.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to the Bad Boy reunion then?
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely.
Have they hit Chi-Town yet?
I don't think so, but when they come to the big cities like LA and New York, they're gonna bring all the guests out.
Yeah,
so I'm waiting to see when they come here.
That's good. That's gonna be the. Yeah. Would you go to that?
I'm going.
You go.
It's done deal already. As soon as they announced it,
I heard about it. Oh yeah, I'm there.
I'm there. I love that. Oh. Okay.
Easy call.
Easy call. Okay. Well, thank you, Trae.
Yes, thank you.
We're looking forward to your films. I love your style. What do you have on today? Because this is beauty. We like to talk about fashion.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. What you got on?
This is a Calvin Klein suit and boss shirt.
How do you get ready for the red carpet?
Whatever I open up in the closet which says wear me. I don't make a plan. I just whatever speaks to me, like everything else. I let it come organically.
Okay. I like
Which is why I probably match your hair without even knowing.
We match it. We could go out tonight for sure. We sure could.
I ain't mad at him.
We could.
That's a man.
If I didn't have plans. No, I'm just kidding. Well, thank you for stopping by Beauty and the Beat, Mr. Trae Ireland.
Thank you for having me. Cuzzo, thank you, big dog.
Cuzzo. Thank you, Cuzzo. Thank you. Well, we can talk after. Thank you. I appreciate you for getting it started for me. Mr. University King.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
We can look you and talk. We can download what? Amazon? What'd you say?
I have an album available. It's called Feels Great to Be Dope.
Right. I know, but I mean, I knew that. That's your hashtag, and that's what you want.
FGTBD.
So just hashtag.
If anybody, everyone, a lot of people ask me what's FGTBD. Feels great to be dope.
It feels great to be dope. It really does.
It's all about the feeling, man. It's all about the feeling.
We all dope up in here, so it's FT.
That's true.
Do the FT because everything feels great to be. I don't want to say it wrong, and then they be like,
it's all right. You know, it's all right. I am going to make people get used to saying acronyms. It might be difficult now, but you'll get used to saying
FGTBD.
There it is.
FGTBD.
FGTBD.
Thank you. It feels great to be dope. Thank you for.
There it is.
See it in your head.
Yes.
Feels great to be dope. Who you texting?
This actually now because it's gonna sound too damn Hollywood. Because I imagine if you want to see, I'm Texas director back. Hey Trae, Frank here. Loved your work on From Jennifer. I have an idea for another scene for Officer Brown. He come back at the end. He gets killed. Asks too many questions. Are you interested in more screen time? Like yes, that'll work.
Yeah, hell yeah, that'll work.
So
get that money.
If I just would
have
have said I was supposed to this director, you'd be like, nigga, all right, nigga.
It's Hollywood. We got all that beauty, fashion, entertainment all up in one place. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for tuning in to Beauty and the Beat. Make sure you follow us at Beauty and the Beat Radio. And what is it? Wait a minute. Check out www.BeautyandtheBeat.LA and you can see all of our, interviews and all that live stuff. And we got it going on. RMC on air and we out. Boom.
There it is.